So several people have asked me this morning, do I agree with the heresy of Pelagianism? Somebody must have done another hit piece on me, misrepresenting me. Of course not. Of course I reject Pelagianism and the heresy of Pelagianism. Pelagianism is the notion that you can be saved apart from grace, by strict merit, by the goodness of your actions, apart from God's grace, either in the initial call to salvation or even after the call of salvation. I reject any notion that grace is not necessary either before, during, after the process of initial justification, for the process of sanctification, you name it, whatever the process is, whoever it is, grace is always absolutely necessary for salvation. You know, I suspect that you have people out there who aren't very well trained in theology, and sometimes they misunderstand things, or they're just not being honest and fair, and they're just taking things out of context or assuming too much, not giving the benefit of the doubt. It's pretty easy to do that to people. Critics who do things like that, people could easily do it back to them and could make them look really foolish and really bad. I don't think that's right. I don't think that people should do this to, others who engage in this kind of behavior. I don't think you fight fire with fire or return evil for evil. I think rather pray for such people who slander others, who misrepresent them, who do not give the benefit of the doubt, and who are either not sincere or not sufficiently trained in theology to handle the discussions at hand. So those are some of my thoughts on the matter. Sometimes people in my audience will say, hey, are you going to respond to this? Are you going to say something about that? 99% of the time, I don't say anything about the hit pieces against me. I let my work speak for itself. And there's a lot of reasons why most of the time I don't respond. Every now and then, for a few reasons, I'll respond. The vast majority of the time I don't. In some cases, some of my critics are not just trolls. They're also stalkers who stalk me in private and do all kinds of wild stuff and are desperate for my attention. And I'm not going to give them that. Somebody who is completely unstable, or is desperate for my attention, or is just trolling, or is just being insincere and unfair, I'm not going to give them what they want, which is my attention and my response. I might make some exceptions here and there, but in the vast majority of cases, I don't see wisdom in it. I ask, if you come across people misrepresenting others, no matter who it is, that you kindly correct them and show them that they've misunderstood a person. Correct them with love and sincerity and the truth. Show them the truth. And, if they accept the correction, great. If they don't, well, that tells you something about the person's integrity, tells you something about their behavior. So do keep that in mind anytime you come across somebody who is misrepresenting someone else. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this quick show. I wanted to sneak it in because some people were asking me about it this morning. So I figured, well, somebody must have done yet another one of the hit pieces that have been made about me. Probably the 1,000th hit piece at this point. But what else is new, right? All right, that's going to do it for today. See you later. God bless.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and if you want to support the channel, visit patreon.com/Reason and Theology.